Yo, what can I say? We've had an amazing month of March and we're just ending it right today. Welcome to another edition, a special edition of Getting Connected. My name is Marlin D. Slack, and today we have in the house an organization that is truly making a difference. I'm talking about the Covenant House, specifically the Covenant House, New York City. And today I have two guests here to talk with me today. We have Patrice Fife, Director of Foundation Relations, and of course, Heather Powers, Senior Director of Rites of Passages. Can you tell us who you are as it relates to the Covenant House in New York City?
So I'm Heather Powers, Senior Director of Rites of Passage and Transitional Housing. And with that title, I oversee over 105 youth. There's 6 programs located in the Bronx. It's a 2-year program in which 16 to 21-year-olds, and I have another program under HUD, 18 to 24, that they can save money, no rent, and really build those life skills to get out on their own for independent living.
That's incredible. And Patrice, how about you?
My name is Patrice Fife. I am the Director of Foundation Relations. And essentially, my job is sort of like writing term papers for money. In short, I meet with various foundations and I raise 1.4 million every year for Covenant House, New York. We've been doing really well, so we've beat that goal again this year.
When you said you write term papers for money, I'm in grad school. I might have another job for you, Covenant. So the first question I have to ask, I guess this is a great question for you, Patrice. What exactly is, for people who don't know, even though y'all are famous, okay, what is the Covenant House?
Covenant House is this wonderful organization that started in 1972. It began in New York, right here in New York. And it began with a dream that young people would not spend a night on the street. And so a group got together and then opened up our crisis shelter in downtown Manhattan. We've since moved. Now we're on 40th Street and 10th Avenue. And at any point in time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, a young person can come to our crisis shelter for help. In short, we serve 16 to 24-year-olds and any of their young children under the age of 5. And we provide a safe place to stay, a caring team, and warm food, warm bed. And we try to help young people move on to the next stage in life. So wherever they start, when they reach us, we try to help them move forward towards their own independence.
Why do you, Heather, love the Covenant House, New York City?
Absolutely. So definitely just empowerment. I'm just going to leave that word there. I feel that we are giving opportunity for our youth to be the best and the better that they can be. And I'm a part of that. And so is my team. I oversee a team of 64. So that's resident advisors, case managers, and program coordinators. And again, it's just that empowerment and that hope that part of our mission statement is to have that unconditional love for our youth. And that's why I love working here.
So, Patrice, what are some of the services that CHNY offers to the youth that people might not know about already?
Some of the things that we offer, and this is something that I really love about Covenant House, is that we do more. Typically, when you hear shelter, you think just like a cot, a place to stay, and we do way more than that. So we have our residential programs, right? We have our crisis shelter on 40th Street. We have our transitional housing, which Heather's going to talk more about. And we have our long-term housing. So these are apartments throughout New York City where a young person or a young family can live in the apartment and then pay a third of the rent, and they work their way up to having the apartment for themselves, taking on the lease. We also have a federally qualified health center on site that is also open to the public. Right now, we're in the midst of massive vaccination programming, but we are there and we are available. We also have our CovWorks team, which is our educational and workforce development services team.
I'm an educator, and I know the needs of a teenager is more than just a cot and maybe a meal. So to hear you doing all this, I have to say it's incredible. Now, Heather, Patrice put you on the spot because she said you're going to talk about it a little more. So tell us about rites of passage and transitional housing at CHNY.
Sure. So I always like to break it down to if like a youth is on the street, where do they go, right? So 41st Street is our shelter, like Patrice was explaining. I call that our like headquarters. So youth usually enter there. That's 60 to 90 days, and then they need to go somewhere, right? And so I'm the next level. So that's rites of passage. We name that, and transitional housing, because it is the independent striving to that next level, which is permanent housing. So they come into our program. I would say 99% of our youth come from our 41st Street shelter, which is really nice. And they get to be there for at least 2 years or until they hit 21 years old. And again, just processing through life skills that we need to adhere to from our funders, and then the community-based workshops that we try to do. Another really nice thing too is savings. We're really trying to encourage our youth to save. So when they do leave, right now we have a youth that has literally $20,000 since she moved in with us August will be her second year. She's working super hard. She's achieving her master's. And those are our beautiful success stories.
I wish I could spend the whole day talking to you about this, and I seriously could, but I know I better cut myself off now while I'm ahead, right? So ways to get involved. Now, I want to let everyone know that Getting Connected is doing a special thing. We have a fundraiser starting today, and it's going to go all the way into this time next month. And we're trying to raise funds for the Covenant House New York City. And that's why we have these awesome people here, so you get information about what some of you have already been donating to for years. And I want to say thank you so much, but let's keep going. Let's go even harder, because I know that like everyone else, CHNY has been affected by COVID-19. And so what we're going to do, we're going to put the link right under this video, but also it's showing up on your screen. Please make a donation to this amazing organization. Before we go, it's really important that I ask this, because I want people to be linked to you themselves. Once you find the Covenant House, and you see what they do, I promise you're just gonna fall in love. So where can we find you?
So you can find us primarily on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Our Instagram handle is at Covenant House New York. And our website is newyork.covenanthouse.org. We usually have some fun stuff going on our Instagram Live for Covenant House. So be sure to follow us on Instagram.
The last thing I have to ask you, I think it's Patrice, you chose a song. All you have to tell me what the song is and why. That's our little game we play every week.
I chose this song because due to COVID-19, we can't travel. And so I'm missing my family in Trinidad a little bit. And so I just wanted to bring a little Caribbean spirit, a little Caribbean flavor. The song is Big People Party by Farmer Nappy. It's a carnival song.
Amazing. All right. And that's awesome. That's a great way to end today's episode. I want to thank you both for being on. So be sure to check out the Covenant House at newyork.covenanthouse.org, and then donate to this fundraiser by going to newyork.covenanthouse.org/getting connected. Did y'all make a connection today?
Yes.
Well, I sure did too. And we hope we can help you make yours. And we'll see you next time right here on Getting Connected with Marlin D. Slack.